Hey, so I'm here with Walker with Home Plate Baseball. So, Walker, tell me a little bit about what you do and for how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, I own a baseball training facility. It's called Home Plate Chili Dogs. I've been owning it for 6 years now, going on seven. I've been in baseball for a long time, probably 15 years after playing college ball and stuff, and then went and had a real job after school, got a master's in finance, and then got back to baseball. Led me by just doing lessons and stuff like that, and then got in with Home Plate Chili Dogs. Um, at home plate, we'd have memberships at home plate. We also have teams. We have lessons, programs, and have a gym as well. So it's all kind of like an all-in-one, one-stop shop.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So, who's the ideal customer for your business?
Ideal customers, we have a wide range. We have pretty much our teams start at 7U
Okay.
and they end at 18U. But we'll have lessons all the way from 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds. But we'll also have during the off season, we'll have college players come back and train, and then we'll have the minor leagues come back and train, and then we'll have the major league guys come back and train. So it's a wide range. It not You can have a 7-year-old sitting there throwing on a bullpen, and then look right over, and you have Will Smith that used to pitch for the Braves throwing a bullpen as well. So that's the cool feel around here. I mean, everybody kind of just knows everybody, and it's a family. It's like everybody's on a first name basis because like the high school guys are looking up to the college guys. The college
Yeah,
guys are looking up to the minor leaguers, and then the minor leaguers know who runs the roost, and it's the major league guys. They get to control the music and everything like that. So
that's awesome that you get
yeah.
those young guys get to see and learn from people that have made it. That's
The
pretty
funny
cool.
thing is about half of the young guys don't even know they're standing next to a major leaguer, not until after the fact. So it's kind of fun.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, with you guys being a lot of in person, how did COVID affect your business? Did it make you have any changes, or how did you guys get through that?
Yeah, with the COVID, we were closed for the first 19 days.
Okay.
So 19 days, we closed up shop. I continued paying my instructors though throughout that
Mhm.
time. Once you have a good team, you don't want to get rid of them and anything to happen to them. So
Absolutely.
I took that on, and we were closed for the first 19 days. But then we reopened after the governor came back and had another press conference. We did reopen, but when we reopened, it was kind of like a soft reopening. We got to
Hmm.
utilize. We have a field outside as well. That's a turf field, so we got to utilize some of our stuff like lessons and stuff like that on the field, open space, and
Yep.
then slowly but surely started just letting in. Maybe it started out with 5 people in the back, 10 people, 20 people, and then finally, kind of the parents eventually just made it happen. I mean, you can put as many signs and stuff like that you wanted to, but people were ready to get out of the house as well, so they were going. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone was ready to get back at it.
yeah, I know.
Awesome. So you've been doing this for about 6 years now. What
Yeah.
what are some mistakes that you may have made along the way that you would encourage other entrepreneurs to look out for and potentially learn from, the mistakes that you've made?
Yeah, well, this being a baseball training facility and me being a coach
Hmm.
for the longest time before owning a facility, I was still trying to coach teams, do lessons, run programs. I was still trying to rub shoulders with my instructors, like I was still an
Hmm.
instructor, and I wasn't seeing the business grow, and because I was still in the trenches.
Yeah.
And I had to really take a step back and understand that I have 30 people that are working under me,
Yeah.
and that's my team. My team's not the 17U team anymore, right? Like
Yeah.
I got 30 guys over here that are looking for my guidance and looking for me to coach them to try to get them in the right spots too. So once I did that, we doubled. I mean, we probably had 400 members in 2016, and now we have roughly 850 members.
That's
So
awesome.
you it took me from like pulling myself away. Now the only thing is I do my oldest is a 9-year-old, so I am coaching a 10U team. So that's I'm not coaching like 3 or 4 teams anymore. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's
yeah. But no, understanding that like for somebody that's a new entrepreneur, just understanding that you are leading. You have to just lead the other guys. I mean, you got to get the other people that are going to make money for you and stuff like that underneath you, and they need direction as well, just as much as the young guys that you'd be coaching on a swing or something like that.
Yeah, I see that a lot with, especially in the trades and those type of businesses where people get into it because they're an expert at what they do. You know, they're an excellent electrician or plumber or, trainer, whatever it might be. And making that transition to business owner is definitely, it's a whole different ball game.
And the other thing was like just going by my gut feel too. You know what I mean? Like going by my gut feel. But like my mentality on coaching, like say we had 3 assistant coaches in the dugout, like I always say at the beginning of the season is, I'm going to ask you for your opinion and I'm going to hear your opinion. But if I go with my gut, it's on me. Right.
Yep.
So like, it's the same thing here. I mean, I'll ask for opinions and stuff. I tell people, hey, just don't get moody. Just understand that, I'm the guy that if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it's on me. It's not on you. Don't worry about it.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Well, I'm sure you've had a lot of great coaches and mentors along the way. Is there anyone that stands out specifically and why?
Man, I was looking at that and quite honestly, man, we have 850 members here. So it's kind of like a Yellow Pages, right? I mean, it's a small community inside of Home Plate. I mean, we have many business owners here, and I probably couldn't give you one. I mean, I have like one of my good friends, Kyle Ronnie, and CWC Furniture downtown. I mean, anybody and everything. Just because I cover so many types of businesses here.
Yeah.
With, I mean, I do subleasing too. I mean, I have a gym that subleases from me, so like I need to talk to those people that know how to do that. And, and I also need to talk to people that know how to run a business on another aspect, just because of you never know what you're going to come up against, and it's always something new every day. So, and I feel like there's baseball facilities that run stuff completely different than how we do it. So, like, I like talking to those guys too, just trying to see, why they do it, or why are they not doing it the way we do it, or am I doing it wrong, or am I doing it right, or stuff like that. So, it really hit me when I was in a Founders Club meeting a couple of years ago, and it was probably about 40 other organizations in there, and we got to all sit in one room. And not many people have members. A lot of people just base their whole business on how many teams they have, and they don't have facilities. They just are out on the fields. So I mean, it's when you're getting around guys like that, you can definitely bank ideas off each other and find out what's going on and why they do it and why we do it. So it's something big. With as many people we have here, I pretty much lean on everybody. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what do you think the future looks like for your business? Do you see any challenges moving forward?
The future does look bright. Like I said, from 2016, we have doubled, but that is in members. Field space, due to the fact that our one field can only hold so many teams. We have a lot of teams that want to be chili dogs. So I've got to find field space for them to be able to practice on, or create other ideas or ways of how they can be a chili dog team, but also be able to wear the uniforms and stuff, but maybe not be able to practice at our facilities. The other challenge is I'm getting a lot of interest on people like wanting to franchise, wanting me to bring this model to another area. And it's staying up late at night, wondering if I could replicate it, because it is your baby, right? So can somebody run it just as good as you? But knowing that I would definitely be on top of it, but I wouldn't be there every day. So, because I don't know how far, I think it has to be the right situation. If somebody gave me that right situation, then that's a big challenge, because there's a lot of people that are wanting to do it, but it's got to be the right fit in other areas. So that's very challenging to me right now, because I've been going through that for probably the last 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. The potential to franchise could be, huge for your business if you choose to go that route. So what would you say would be your number one piece of advice for a new person looking to get into business for themselves today?
My number one piece of advice is just hire great people. Hire people that want to be there just as much as you do. It's pretty easy for me to, I played college baseball, but I got a master's in finance. So, but on the baseball side, probably every instructor here either played higher level college ball than me, or pro ball, or either major leagues. So I could say I hired over my head. So they having guys with that expertise and loving what they do helps me out. But also I think what I've done is I've hired people that are good in their one area. So I have the best pitching guys that I think I have. I think I have the best hitting guys. I have the best catching guys. And then also on my end, where I see a lot of baseball facilities fail is they think too much about pitching, hitting, and catching. And they don't realize that the back office is just as important as the pitching lesson, the hitting lesson, or the catching lesson, or the team, the 12U team. So I think my back office is my all-stars, honestly, just because they keep everything in line, and it takes a lot of burden off of me, and it takes a lot of burden off of our coaches and instructors of having to, follow the money and try to chase down, some payments and stuff that keeps us open. So our back office is just as important as what we're here for, to do lessons and memberships and teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, hiring the best talent you can find and allowing them to, play to their strengths and build that team and cultures is hugely important.
The team atmosphere, man. Team atmosphere. I don't know if we just fall into it just because we're all about team atmosphere with the baseball teams and stuff, but keeping that same model into a workplace is just as important.
Absolutely. So what inspires you as you continue to move forward and grow your business?
What inspires me is I'm starting to now see my own children come through as a chili dog. And, that probably gets me a bigger smile on my face than having a record amount of numbers of members or teams or stuff like that. Is just, trust me, I get really good feedback, either good or bad, from my kids. So they tell me if their lesson was good or their program was good or the camp was good or something like that. But also, man, just getting to see them come through and wearing the uniform, but also seeing all their friends come through and their parents trust me and trust what we're doing here for them to be here as well. I don't know if it's because I have a 9-year-old, but like our camps have grown too. I don't know if they're all just his friends, but it's it just shows me that parents do trust in what we're doing.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Cool. So if people want to learn more about Home Plate or talk to you, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
You can go to our website. It's at homeplate1.com. We are big on social media. I've kind of gotten to the social media game now. I have a social media guy that's doing a lot of stuff for us, doing a lot of reels. I don't know how to make a reel. I don't know how to do any of the social media, but that's why we got Tommy. Tommy does a great job. Our videos, I think that's the thing now. Everybody's looking at our videos and following those more than anything now. But that's it. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and then our website.
Perfect. Well, I'll link that info in the description so people can find it easily. And I appreciate you joining me, Walker. It was great talking to you.
Appreciate it, Nate. Thank you very much.